I was born in Brooklyn, New York, and my dad, Sonny Franzese, was the underboss of the Colombo family, one of the five New York mafia Cosa Nostra families. And my dad was a very, very high profile figure at the time during the 50s and 60s and right into the 70s. He was very well known, and he was a major target of law enforcement, a major target of the media back then. I always say he was kind of like the John Gotti of his day. I'm sure most people know of John. And so I grew up in an atmosphere, Jordan, where I love my dad very much. He was a good father. He originally didn't want this life for me. He wanted me to go to school and be a doctor. He wanted me to stay off the street. But we were surrounded by law enforcement all the time, and I always viewed them as the enemy because they were trying to harass my family, harass my father. And I grew up with people always talking negative about law enforcement, so on and so forth. And I experienced that from the time I was 4 or 5 years old up until, my teenage years, and then after that. And it took a real turn of events. During the 60s, my dad was indicted several times. He was indicted 3 times in the state of New York for some very serious crimes, grand larceny and murder. He went to trial on all three of those charges and was acquitted. He was found not guilty. But then in 1966, he was indicted in federal court for masterminding a nationwide string of bank robberies. After a lengthy trial, he gets convicted. In 1967, they sentenced him to 50 years in prison. It was, I believe, the longest sentence for a bank robbery conspiracy case ever given up to that point. 1970, he loses all his appeals and they ship him off to Leavenworth Penitentiary to do his time. And I was a pre-med student at that point at Hofstra University in New York.